ciabatta pizza that is so crispy and crunchy, topped with sardines, olives, peppers, tomatoes. Look at that. It is our recipe today. Let's go and see how we can make this wonderful, amazing pizza. Topped with sardines, peppers, fresh tomatoes, crispy and crunchy with garlic and Greek olive oil. Let's go and enjoy it. It smells delicious. Bon appetit. Super yummy, super hot, super delicious. Let's have a look at the mise en place of making this really nice and tasty, healthy pizza. For the dough, you will see how I made this later on. We have got about 4 tomatoes that we have sliced thinly like that, about 150 grams of kalamata olives, our preserve of eggplants that you could see in my playlist how I made this. Also, I've got my sardine or anchovies. You see again in my playlist how I make this with some peppers. And I've got 5 cloves of garlic that I've soaked in 50 milliliter of olive oil. Let's go and top our pizza. For our batter, we need 15 grams of dried yeast, 10 grams of sugar and 50 grams of flour. Now in total we have 400 milliliter of water. We're gonna put a bit of it. This is lukewarm, and then we're going to mix it. And then we're gonna set aside for about half an hour. Off we go. We cover with a kitchen towel and we leave aside. A good half hour. Our batter is perfect. Look at that fermentation. Onto that we add the rest of our flour. We've got 350 grams in total, 400 grams of flour. And to that we've got a total of 400 milliliter of water. And then we're going to mix very well. After mixing very well, we could see that our batter is very liquidish. It is very wet. This is what we want. Look at that. This is the batter for the ciabatta pizza. Let's go and put it in our baking tray. Onto our baking tray, we could see that our dough is quite liquidish. We're going to wet our fingers and we're going to space it out in a round shape. This is going to be an extra large family size pizza. Now that we have got the shape and the size properly, we're going to tap it with our fingers like that, wetting them a bit. And we're going to create that bumpy effect. You see that? This is what you want. This is going to give a crisp and a crunch into your dough. Now we're going to cover it with a clear film and we're going to set it aside for about 5 to 6 hours. If you wish, you could do it overnight if you have a cold climate outside on the kitchen counter. Or we could simply put it in a closed oven so it can ferment and puff up. 4 hours into fermentation, look at that wonderful pizza dough. It's so bubbly, so beautiful. First, I'm going to put my garlic on top of it. Then we're going to follow up with our olives, a layer of tomatoes on top, all over, all around like that. Followed with our preserve of eggplants. And we finish off with our sardine or anchovy fillet like that. Of course, using that wonderful seasoned oil and the peppers. And our pizza is perfect and ready. Let's go and bake it. We are not going to put any seasoning on top of it because most of our ingredients are already seasoned and flavored. Now I'm going to bake it into a preheated oven at 185 for about 30 minutes or so. 35 minutes into baking, our pizza is perfect and ready. Look at that crisp. We take out and we serve and we enjoy.